So data types and the operators is what we discussed yesterday, right? So in today's session, what we'll be discussing? Conditions, loops. So what is meant by condition? Basically, I was asking. Hmm? Tell what is meant by condition. Hmm? Okay, some rule what it will do. What something? Say like that to check something in this bank balance or what? Or gender balance. This and all we can check. No, right? So precisely give answers precisely. So okay, what is my condition? Condition is nothing but to check what statement to check the truth value between two statements. Okay, when you have different statements or different certain situations to decide which one need to be accessed at which particular condition, which particular scenario, these things can be handled by using conditions only, right? So these conditions are of how many types totally? What are the three types? If that's it. Sure. Hmm? Which condition? That's what you read. Good. Okay. So totally we'll have how many types? Okay, four types of conditions we'll have usually. So if condition, if else condition, and switch case conditions. Okay. So now if we just take an example of one by one with conditions, where is this topic? So let us take a new file directly. I don't wanna use the word conditions.html. Conditions. So yeah, let me take a condition like if conditions, right? What is our today's topic? It will be this. Condition. And the condition what all we'll have? If then else and switch. Yeah. So these are the four types of conditions that we'll have in the JavaScript basically. So if you go with the first type of conditions example, like so let's today what we can take, okay, is class. Okay, I want to check whether today class is there or not. Okay, so I'll take like taken variable is class is equal to yes, I have taken value. Okay, so now I want to check whether class is there or not. I want to check every time. So just imagine every time I was storing my value yes or no to that particular variable called as is class. So every time you need to check from that particular variable whether class is there or not. Okay. So if you want to check in that way, what you need to do, you need to check first. You need to check from which variable you need to take the value. Okay. Or else what is the condition? Condition. So it is equal to, what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to? Hmm? చెప్పరా చెప్తాను చెప్పరా ఏదో what what is the difference between double equal to and triple equal to? Hmm? So double equal to checks only the value. It doesn't mean what type of value it is, whether it's a string or numeric, it doesn't mean. Okay, if, for example, if I take 56 as the value for one and 56 as a string in one, and if I check the value with double equal to, I'll get true only. Why? Because both having value of 56. So that is what double equal to do. It will check only for the value. It will not check for the data type. So, but coming to the triple equal to, it will check both data type and the value. So it will throw error if you use the triple equal to. Why? For example, 56 is a number for one variable, for other variable it is a string. So both are not same. So it will throw false. So that is the difference between a double equal to and triple equal to. నిన్నే కదరా చెప్పినాను ఏమరా చేస్తాను ఇట్ట అనేది కాదు. Okay, so I want to write a condition like if class is equal to yes, I want to alert like hello everyone. Okay, so let me take an example like this. Hello everyone is the statement that I need to pop up if it is true. Okay, so is the fine. So if you see, as soon as when I reload, I was getting an alert like hello everyone. Why I was getting this hello everyone? Because if I go to the code level, I can see if my condition is true. For example, if I change this value to no, now if you see, am I getting any value? See, if I reload now, I was reloading my page continuously, but am I getting? So if you break the code, okay. So for example, whenever you are checking any debugging any code, console you have a source I already mentioned. Okay. So there is a way that you can check how my code workflow is going on. Okay. So that is what I think, but by using the breakpoints, we call it as. Okay. For example, this is my page. I want to check what's happening in each of the line. So if you see, when I put breakpoints here, okay. So and when I reload, see what happened. First, it came to here. It was checking what is the value of each class. Then, if I go with the next step, it was telling it was assigned in this line. Each class value is assigned with no. If you see when I hover on it, am I getting that value or not? It was assigned with no value. So now when if you see each class is equal to yes, I was checking. That means what I was checking is no equal to yes. That's what basically I was checking. Now, as per the computer execution, if we want to say, it will not consider is class equal to yes. It will consider as no equal to yes. It's a false, right? So automatically what happens? It is not going to come into the next line. What happened? Automatically this statement got skipped. It will not enter inside the this particular if condition. Why? Because the statement, whatever the value we given condition here, it is becoming false here. So automatically it will not go inside the condition. Okay, inside the statement. So it will not execute any of these statements. So automatically it will go away. But when I given a yes value, okay. Now tell me what will be the output. Anyone? Hmm? Sure. Why? Okay. So what is the value here? I didn't say it. So my is class value is, what is the value now? Yes is the value, right? So what happened? Is it went inside the statement condition? No. Why? Because as I said, JavaScript is a case sensitive always. Any condition or any like a concept you take, it will be case sensitive, whether it's a variable or anything. For example, you created a variable like small letters, all the small letters name, and you created one more variable with the same name with capitals. So these both are not same. These both will be completely different. Okay. So even though both are pronouncing here the same name, but one is capital, one is small. even there is a small letter change is there, it will become a case sensitive. Okay, so that's why be careful with your naming conventions that you give to the variables, to the functions, or any conditions. Okay, so that's how my if condition will work. For example, if I give this one as yes, and if I reload now, if you see, I have my is class value is defined with yes. So our was condition will be is yes is equal to yes. Is it true or false? So now if you see it came inside my condition or not, it's giving me alert here. Got it? So that's how I can debug line by line code of JavaScript or frameworks or anything like this. Okay. So even functions, you can just what you can do. For example, if you deploy the code like live, you can't check the conditions like this. You can't have the files locally like this. Minified files you'll get. So in such cases, what you need to do? You need to search with the function. Okay, we'll see that how we'll do while dealing with the function. So this is what the condition. For example, take a condition like I want to check whether the user is online or offline. Okay, I want to check. So in such cases, what happens automatically when the user is online, I need to show some message. When the user is offline, I need to show some message. But if I was just checking whether the user is online by using this if condition, what about the offline condition? The user should know whether he's online or offline, right? So when if the page is not loading, continuously loading, but if it's not showing any message, what the user will think? He'll already online, but there is network issue, he'll think, right? So he'll keep on reloading it. So, but we need to show him a message that you are offline currently. That's why we are not able to showcase you whatever you are looking for. So in that case, what I need to do? I need to give two statements. One is for the success statement. One is will be the failure statement. So that's where my else condition comes into the picture. So else, for example, if this condition is true, I need to alert this one. If my condition is false, I need to give some other statement I need to run. So I'll give one more alert like bye everyone. Okay. So I need to give condition like this. So now if you see, if I just debug it in the same way, same how we did previously. Okay. So let me put breakpoints everywhere now. In the same way how you did previously. See now we have these many lines, we have put the breakpoint. Right. So now if I reload, same thing happens. So if you see, it came into this condition and it was checking. So it is true now, right? So automatically now if you see what happened, it executed that particular statement which is there within the first condition and automatically it went away. So is it not even considering this second condition? So that's what if conditions will usually work. If the first condition is satisfied, it will not even think about the second condition. It will skip. You may have 100 statements down your return. It will skip them all. Why? Because already my first condition is became true. So I don't want to go with other conditions. So that's what my if is doing. But if my if it is going false, what we need to do? So now if you see, same way, but what happened? See, it was started here and it was the value is no. So it was checking if is class is equal to yes. No, right? No is equal to yes. It's a false condition. So instead of going inside, it is going with the else condition automatically. Else is like a default condition. So first condition is false, automatically it will come for the default condition and it will execute that condition. See, by everyone I was getting. So that's how my if condition and else condition will work. But there will be a scenarios where sometimes we need to give multiple conditions. Okay, like how mm, okay, so let's pick class days. Okay, so let today is equal to Monday. Okay, so I want to check but few conditions like sorry today is equal to if today is equal to Sunday. Okay. If today is equal to Sunday, I want to say like happy Sunday. So let me copy it. So here, if you see, I have 7 days in a week. I know I can't check only one day. I need to check a particular days. All the days I need to check because I need to give a particular message which day it is. Okay. So for that, what I can do instead of giving statically, I can get dynamically. So there are predefined values for the in the JavaScript like new date is a predefined JavaScript keyword which is already there. Okay. So I taken like this. So what it will do, for example, if I console it for you people, you will see what is the data that will be there in today. Okay. Console.log, right? Over would apparently see. As I said, you predefined data keyword have full data, which day, which month, what is the particular time, along with the which Indian Standard Time, which line you are using. Okay. So let me, where is this alert? So now I need to check the date. So if it is Sunday, if today is equal to Sunday, I need to give alert as happy Sunday. Okay. So if else, what I need to do in the else condition, I need to check one more day, right? I can't go with the same Sunday. I need to check one more day. Else if what I need to give here today is equal to Monday. Okay. So I need to give happy Gandhi Jayanti. No? Nova Jayanti. Okay. So next for I'll take one day only next. Let's take what is today? Thursday. I'll skip else if. So here what we are doing instead of else, we are just adding a keyword to it if condition. One more if I was adding. If condition we are starting, else if we are just adding one keyword to the else here. So if it is Thursday, so happy Thursday. Okay. So then again today is called if it is a Saturday, I'll give like happy weekend. Okay. So one thing we need to remember is you may give any if else conditions or any if conditions. Always there will be one if condition is mandatory and one else condition is mandatory because if is the starting condition, else is the ending condition. Remaining whichever comes in between are the multiple conditions we consider. But starting condition and ending condition should be mandatory. So automatically else at last what it will be Sunday only, right? So I can give like happy. So okay, Sunday already given. Yeah, I'll give like happy Friday. Okay, we may given like this, but at last what happens? The final output will be like I'll okay. Else will be Friday. When I'll get Friday? When any of these days are not, I'll get then only Friday, right? So now let's go to the browser and let's try to reload it. Sunday is not defined. Even so pick a particular day here. Is anybody understood what we did there? So here, so the JavaScript is not considering with the date names here. It was considering with the integers. Okay, like, so let me duplicate this. 5, 6. Okay. Let's say 1 is equal to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday. Okay. Yeah, 5 and 6. So here each day is assigned with a defaultly one number. So if you check in the browser now, if I reload again, so I was getting happy Saturday. Why? Why I was getting in opposite way? Hmm? Today equal to, okay. Hmm? Something is mistaken. ಇದು ತಪ್ಪು ಉಂಟಾ? Not about Sunday actually. Let me do one thing. I wrote it on this one. Why it wasn't considering? So that considering number, date of value. Why? It should work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. As per Indian Standard Time, it should take 5 today, right? Today is Wednesday. Mallam. Hey, నువ్వేసేసావు. But documentation. One documentation they are mentioning as it should be from one. We don't use this and all in the usual. That's why it will be little confusion. Yes, 0. Okay. Thank you. So if you see now what we are just doing here. So however, as I mentioned, we have a default keywords of date, which will give me the whole length of the my date, like with the year, time, location, including minutes and all. But I want to pick a particular like value from it, like day. If I want, I'll get, we have a method called get date. If you want a day, get day, like this. I have different methods here. Okay. So what I did first, I was assigned my new date to one of the variable current. Okay. So then what I did, I just assign in that current variable, I want to check get the day separately. So for the today variable, I was just assigned by using current dot get day. So now what it will give me the output? It will give me the output of what it will give. So it will give me today date. Okay. So now, so now if you see, if I reload here, so first what happens? It came to the current date. So if you see the current, when I execute this line, my current value, I have got this value completely, right? So now, then I came to the second line, let today is equal to current day dot get day. Okay, I want to get that particular day. It is a predefined word, not a customized word I return. It's a predefined, but as I already tell you, there are reserved words in the JavaScript. So it is also one of the reserved word. So if you see now, so today I was getting, what is the value I was getting today as? 4. Why? Because in JavaScript, the days names are assigned with integers 0 to 6. Okay, 0 will start with Sunday and end with Saturday. Okay, generally. So as a given, today value is equal to 4. So now I was given condition in such a way that if today is equal to 0, today is equal to 1, like that. So first it came here. So it was checking is 4 equal to 0. It's a false automatically. So what happens? It will go with the next line. It will not execute that line. It will go to the next if condition. If 4 is equal to 1, no. Then it will go to the next line. If 4 is equal to 2, no. So like that, it will check, go on checking the conditions. At last, if you see everywhere, my today value is 4 only. Then here, if you come here, is 4 is equal to 4. It is true. So automatically what happens? It will go inside of it, alert, happy Thursday. See, and my function, if condition got closed. Why? Because as I mentioned, once my condition became true, I know it will not go for the further conditions to check. It will stop there only. That's why even though I return how many hundreds of conditions down, my condition will get stopped there only. Execution will not, it no need to check for other conditions, right? So that's how my if, else and if else condition is working. Clear? So next we'll be good checking with switch case. Okay. So switch case is generally, what is the purpose is checking different statements, different cases. For example, here if you see, instead of writing like hundreds of times like else if, else if, else if, my switch case, what it will do, it will tell that by using switch case, I can simply write, if this is the case, give this value, case value, case value. I can use a single line commands, we call it as. So if it is case 1, if I give like today case as condition as 1, I'll print, I can give whatever the statement. So if you go with the structure of switch, how it will be? Keyword with switch and switch keyword and expression. Okay, expression, and then it will be go on with the cases. So for example, first case is the keyword. Okay, so condition I was given. What is the condition I want to apply? Like we given previously here. What is the today is equal to 3, today is equal to 1. This is also condition, right? So I can give condition like this also. Condition and statement. If that case is worked, what is the statement I want to execute? Okay. So if case is condition 2, I want to execute if condition 2 become false, I want to execute statement 2. Got it? So, and at last, however, we have else in if conditions, we have a default. Okay. So default will be there here, so that you can give anything. Okay. Statement of n, I'll give like this. So you can give any statement at the default. For example, if all my cases gone false, default, I need to give some value. I need to show user that all the cases are failed. You need to try one more time, or any message or any condition, any statement that you want to execute by defaultly. So that default condition can be written at the last line. Okay. So let's take, if you take the example same here, let us deal with this only. Okay. So already we have it today, right? So I'll use today as today. Okay. Case as 0. Okay. So I'll give a condition like console.log of Sunday. Okay. So let explain this. Okay. Case 0, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, we lost Wednesday. I hate it. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And next, of course, I need to go with the default value at last, right? So default I'll go with. If these all are not there, definitely it should be Saturday, right? So I'll go with default will be Saturday. Yeah. So now I was using today here, even here in the switch case. Why? Because here it's a globally I declared. I didn't declare anywhere inside a function or inside conditions. It's a globally declared, so I can use anywhere that switch now. That today value. So let's check what is the out we'll get. Let me remove this and all. Yeah. So happy Thursday I got. Okay, that is from the if else condition. I was getting Friday, Thursday I was getting, right? Also, if you see first instance, it was working fine. First instance, it was working fine. But again, I was getting next coming statements also. For example, if you see, if I make it case 5, case 6, case 7, case 8. Okay, I given like this. Now if I reload, see what I was getting. Thursday, Friday, 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 Saturday. Here, case 1 in the sense, 1 is nothing but 0 in the value will be considered as Sunday. Okay, so don't imagine that case one, case two, it's a number. It's the condition that I was giving. For example, I can make it in a other way, like, for example, case of 2 greater than or equal to 4. I given like this. Okay, one condition. And I given for Thursday, instead of case 4, I given like 2 greater than or equal to 5. But for Tuesday, I was given like condition 2 greater than 2 equal to 2. Okay, true condition one I given. So now let's go here back and check here what I was getting. Directly I was getting Saturday. There is some case should be, you know, it's 2 equal to, right? Then it should print from here. Why it wasn't working? Yeah. Yeah. So if you see here, I just removed the numbers. Case one instead of that, I was given conditions like Friday given. So if you see here also, it is a condition only. So if condition, for example, today is equal to, for example, I can write the same condition like switch case. If day is equal to what I can give Friday, if I give. Okay. So this is how I can write it. Okay. This is how I write if condition. True or false? Correct kada? This is how I'll write a condition. If I want to check the value within the day, what is the value there within the day, I can write this condition. Sure. Okay. So Friday, day is equal to Friday given. So now my value, it will check like Friday is equal to Friday. It is checking both data type and the value. So the same thing I was doing here. So what I was doing, this value, day value, default I was passing to the switch case. Okay. And now whenever in the condition I was giving the value. So here see, this place I was mentioning in the directly to the switch case, and this value I was mentioning in the one by one cases. So when I give first as Thursday, okay, so what happens, for example, if I give Thursday, if I give, right, so if you see now Sunday, it started executing Sunday. That means this is where Sunday I was consoling, right? But if you say it is not getting stopped here, my condition became true, right? But it stopping? No, it's still continuing. What happening? It is doing, even though this case is true or false, it doesn't matter. It is printing all the conditions or statements that you given next to it. Okay, it is not even checking whether it's the condition case is true or false. But for example, let me change it to for Friday. Okay, day value I was changing to Friday. So where I given that condition, so I was checking like if day is equal to Friday, I was checking literally to say. So that day I was checking value is here, at identifier is here. Day is equal to Thursday, it was checking. No, right? Day is equal to 1. No. Day is equal to 2. Day is equal to 3. Not there. Then it came here. Day is equal to Friday. This is where I was given. So it was true, right? So this case, it was getting true. So now what happens? Let's see. It was starting at Thursday. After that, I have 4 Fridays and 1 Saturday. So if you see now, see, Thursday it was starting. Okay, it was before the true condition, it was checking each and every condition. If it is false, it was leaving it. But if it became true, what happening? Now also it is stopping. What it was stopping? It was not stopping the execution. It was stopping the checking of conditions. So there is a difference between stopping the execution and stopping the checking of conditions. So here, when until unless my condition becomes true, I was checking each and every line for that to become true. So if it is a false, I was leaving it. But once my condition became true, what I was doing, I stopped checking for the condition for the further statements. I was just executing what is the statements to be there. So if you see here, I was giving console.log Friday, console.log Saturday. See, it is not even considering these things. Case 5, case 6, it is neglecting. It is completely telling whatever the value it may be, I'll not check your condition. I will print your statements directly. So that's what my switch case will do. That's the disadvantage of using switch case. So that's why to avoid this, every time whenever you write a switch case, you will use the break keyword. So what is this break will do? So let's check now. So each and every switch case, you need to go with the break. So what is this break will do? Hmm? So however, if conditions, what it will do, once the condition became true, it will stop execution. Same way, this is also doing. So once my condition became true, it will break it there itself. Okay. So I want to stop it. So now if you see the same thing, I was checking day is equal to Thursday. No, false. Day is equal to 1, false. Day is equal to 2, false. Day is equal to 3, false. Now day is equal to Friday I was checking. It is true. So now if I see what I was getting, I was getting only one statement here, which is under this line. So I was not printing the before statements. I was not printing the after statements also. Just give me a minute. Okay. So here if you see, these before statements also I was not getting printed, and after also not getting printed. Why? Because this break keyword breaks that state condition every time. So here it is false, but it's not working. So that's how my switch case will work. So I just given here some strings here just because to make you understand that here 1 2 these are not just numbers, so these are conditions. Don't ever misunderstood that okay sir given case 1, so I need to give case 1 is equal to like that. So many people will get confused like this. So case 1 I was given. Why? Because I already mentioned here the dates will be that, sorry, the days will be default with 0 and ends with 6. So I was already getting the today value here directly. So that means I'll have, what is the value of today here now? Can anybody tell me? Value will be 4 here today. So by using that, I was checking directly 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I given cases as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Don't even think that I was given strings or some numbers directly. These are not direct numbers. This is nothing but condition. Okay. Case first condition, second condition, third condition, fourth condition, and this fifth condition. Sorry, if you go with index value from 0, it will be different. 5, 6, and default will be Saturday. Now if I reload again, what I'll get? Saturday. Why? Exactly. So my day value is not given. Day is completely variable is there. That value, no, I was not there anywhere in these conditions. So if I want to get Thursday, what is the thing I need to pass here? I need to pass the, for example, if it is a dynamic, how you will know? 4 I can give directly. So if I give 4, as you said, it will work. Okay. Switch case 4, sorry. Day is equal to, I can make it as, I get Thursday. So what I need to give here is the 4 here. Today. Why? Because it's a dynamic thing. So this today, for example, tomorrow, if I execute this file, what is the value of today will be? Tomorrow, if I execute this file value, so what is the date I'll get? New date. Friday and the time and all. So automatically my today will be changed or not? Value. What will be the value by that time? 5. My today value will become 5 because Sunday is 0, Monday 1, Tuesday 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that it will be. 6 is Saturday. So Friday will be 5. So tomorrow what is output I'll get? Happy Friday. So dynamically I was giving. Here I was not giving a fixed value, right? Every time I was getting a dynamic value here. So that's how my switch case will work. So here, if I want to make this switch case dynamic, what I need to do with today? So if I reload, see, I get Thursday, Saturday and in today value already pass chestanu kada. Why I was able to access this today value? Even though it is a let variable, right? Why I was able to access? Because it's now in a global way. It's not in within a function or anywhere. In global scope, currently it is. Okay. So I was able to access it. So that's how my switch cases will work. Is it clear? Anybody have any doubts? Sure. Okay. చెప్పుకుందామా కండిషన్ నెక్స్ట్ లూప్స్కి వెళ్దామా స్టాప్ చేద్దామా Why, madam? Voting. I need voting. How many people want to start loops? How many want to? Let's have discussion tomorrow. Raise your hand who want today loops. Say your third one. The name on. Okay, Muguru. How many don't want loops today? We can continue tomorrow. ఏదో ఒక పక్కు ఉండు మధ్యలో ఉన్నావంటే తన్నేస్తా రైస్ ప్రాపర్లీ హ్యాడ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ నా ఓకే మెజారిటీ విన్స్ టుమారో విల్ డిస్కస్ లూప్స్